Hello everyone, welcome back to the lesson 3 special exponential functions. This is in the module 5 exponential functions. Now, as the lesson name says, special exponential function, this would mean there is something special in the exponential functions till now, whatever we did. There's something changed to it, and we will study that. Before that, we will go through the learning objective, that is to analyze expressions and functions involving the natural base e. What is special in this? We are having this e value. It's the Eulers number. It's a constant 2.718818288. It keeps on going, Basically, it's forever. It's an irrational number. So this is what we will be studying with. So we know the base must be a constant number and the base is e in this case. Now, before that, you might have seen this logo. This is the channel logo. And you will see there is an equation written over here, e to the power I pi plus 1. This is considered to be one of the most beautiful equation in math. Why? Because e, you can take out your calculator and try. E is over here, alpha and this symbol. Over here into 10th power x. This you will get e is 2.718281828. It keeps on going, whereas pi value is shift and this symbol 3.1415, and it keeps on going. They are irrational numbers, but when you write them together, e to the power I, which is imaginary, which will never make sense, e to the power imaginary pi plus 1 will give you 0. So this is amazing. All this inequalities, irrationalities come up to make 0, which is a perfect number, So this is the thing. Anyways, we will deal with e now. Now, exponential function with base e. So this is all the details of it, but I will just tell you how it was found out. It was found by a mathematician called Euler. His name is written as Euler, which is pronounced as Euler in general. He's a famous mathematician. Now, basically, he was dealing with finance, the interest and everything. Remember in the last lesson, we talked about compound interest, where the interest will be compounded every 1 month, once every monthly, where n was 12, or it can be twice a month. If it is twice a month, n was 24, and you can see there was an increase in the interest. What you get, right? There is increase as n is more. So now what if I told you every day the amount whatever you invest was compounded? Then it would have been n is equal to 365, because there are 365 days, so n is 365, right? Now, what if you make n to be a very big number, n supposed to go towards infinity? Then, if you solve it up and then you see, you will get an answer which is very close to this number. You can try this over here. Now, this is the part in the compound interest. 1 plus 1 divided by any value of n. Say if it was 365. Okay, every day it's compounding to the power 365. It's 2.7145 and everything. But now over here, what I'll do is I'll increase this number to a big number, 10,000. And here n also changes to 10,000. Now you can see the number is very, very close to a certain number. As you increase the zeros over here, I'm again increasing it. Sorry. 1 2 3, and now you can see it's very much closing towards this particular number, and this particular number is a constant number, but it does not stop. You can keep on finding it to various numbers, and this is called Euler's number because Euler found it out, okay, long back by various methods. So that's the thing. Now what happens is, this is a very useful number for base. See, now if you try to graph with the base of e and power x, you will get this particular graph. Very basic thing. What is the thing? You will get an asymptote of 0, y equals 0 asymptote, and in the left side, as it is going towards negative infinity, the value of f of x is 0 because it's almost going to 0. As it's positive infinity, it goes, y value goes to infinity as well. And what about the y-intercept? Y-intercept is over here at 1. The x value is 0 comma 1. This is y-intercept, and these are few basic things, right? But the most important thing is this one over here, formula of compound interest. Now here, right, what happens is we are considering infinite times the interest gets compounded. So even if it's infinite times, your value will be e value. See, that's the thing. We don't write that, we just write e. And the formula which we studied in the last lesson is modified over here into this particular formula which will be used. So this is basic introduction in this lesson. Now we have done exponential many times, I mean in the previous lessons. So I urge you to go back to the previous graphs and understand it thoroughly. If you're getting any confused with this, it's the same thing. It's just that the base will be E. And now if you want to use this E, it's over here, shift and natural logarithm will give you E, Euler's number. And you can type anything over here, this, or you can just write 1. That would be the E value. This is it. Now here we will start with basics. Basics in the sense simplify each expression. Now we can see e to the power 7 multiplied by e to the power minus 2. We will quickly solve them. E is just a constant, so we directly solve this with the basic laws of exponents. What is this? 7, and this is minus 2. So whenever you have e multiplied by e, you should just add up the powers. 7 minus 2 would give you e5. That's the answer. So this is it. Now here you need to square, you're multiplying the power. See, if it's just a number, like for minus 3, you need to take the power 4. Whereas if it's already having a power, then make sure you multiply these both. That's it, multiply over here. 2 times 4 will be 8x. Now negative 3. Now if you're getting confused, it's not same as, in this case it'll be the same thing. It's not same as 3 to the power 4. If it is if it's even power, it will be positive itself. But if it's odd power, remember to use brackets. It's good to use brackets all the time. Okay, now it will be positively. Why? Because this is even power over here. It's 81. It's fine. But what if it was power 3? Then the negative sign would sustain. So this is very important. Now in this case, it's 81. That's it. E to the power 8x. Okay, that would be the answer. So that's it. And now over here, whenever exponents are divided, you should subtract 14 one time, 14 to 3 times, and e to the power 7 minus 5. So you're remaining with e to the power 2e squared. So all you need to write is solve this up. 14 one time, 14 goes 3 times at 42. If you're getting confused, just use the calculator. 42 divided by 14, 3. So this is the 3, and e 7 minus 5 will be 2. That will be your answer. Very basic stuff. Now these are the check problems. Please pause the video now. Look into the questions and solve it by yourselves. I will continue now. I hope you tried it by yourselves. So add all the powers. 4 plus 3 plus over here, there's nothing. It's 1. E to the power 8. 6 to the power 4. You need to multiply 6 4 times. It's 216, I believe. I'm not sure. Sorry. Okay. I'm way off. That's the power 3. Okay. I'm just tired. That's why I'm telling wrong answers. It's a 1296. E to the power 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, and over here 60 divided by 12 is 5. E to the power 4, why? It's 6 minus 2. I hope these are clear. Here you just multiply the powers. 4 times 2 is 8, and 6 to the power 4 is 1286. In this case, you're just adding all the powers. If it was minus over here, just 4 plus 3 minus 1. In this case, all are positive, so we write it directly. Here it is 6 minus 2, that is 4. 60 divided by 12 is 5. So these are the answers. I hope everything is clear in this. Very basic. Now here we are going to graphing. Since we have already spent a lot of time in the previous videos on graphing, I will only go through the shortcut method. I hope it is fine. Now, this is the basic things over here, like the previous graphing. If you just quickly see over here, there is +2. That means what happens with the asymptote? Say instead of over here, it jumps 1, 2 upside. Now, because of this negative sign, it's not going up, it is going downwards. And now this -3, what does that -3 mean? A -3 would mean x minus 3 equals 0, x value is at 3. So this will move 1, 2, 3 at +3. So this is one way to verify the graph. The easiest shortcut would be just assume points on this particular graph. This is the ordinary graph, right? Assume points. I will take one point to be, say, -1, 0, 1, and 2. You don't need so many points. Within 2 or 3 points, you will easily understand the graph. Let me substitute. Let me write it over here. -2e. That's over here, exponential. And then instead of x, you need to write -1. So -1 minus 3 plus 2. Sorry. What is the answer? It is 1.96. Let's see. Yes, it's almost close to 2. It's 1.96. That's correct. Now here, instead of x, change the value to, say, 0. I will just change this over here to 0. What's the answer? 1.9. Is it true? Yes, it's almost 1.9. Let me change it to +1 over here. And it's 1.72. Yes, it's almost, see, this is 1. You can see it's more than a half, it's almost 1.72. Let's quickly change it to 2 and compare. Over here it's 1.26. Yes, you can try another one. You can try this to 3, and you can even check it'll be 0, and you can check the other values as well for your extra understanding. This, if you change it to 4, it should be at -2, 3, 4, -1, 2, 3 point something over here. Now, this is the way you can eliminate the wrong options and only the correct option remains. But if you know the graphing since from the last videos, then you can easily compare and easily graph them. Now, let's look at the domain. Domain is all x values, and ranges over here, you must be careful. All the values below x, y equals, y must be less than +2. So this is the answer. See, less than 2. Y is less than 2. Very, very important. Why? Because the graph is going downwards and it is having asymptote of 2. So that's why. And domain is always all real numbers. So that's how we solve this graph. And here, this is A, B, and C. You need to find the average rate of change. Now, what is average rate of change? It's slope. What is this formula of slope? We have done this y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, average rate of change. Now here, all you need to do is, y means, see now g of x or f of x is given, right? Or this can be written as y. So what do you have to solve over here? y2, right? What does that mean? You need to solve at given x values, in the sense whatever is given is considered to be x1, x2. How do you find y1? y1 would be substituting x1 value over here. So instead of this x over here, I will put -4 and solve. So in your calculator, all you need to do is same equation which we just now typed, -2 e to the power, instead of x I will put -4 -3 plus 2, and the answer is -1.98. so much. So I will write it over here, 1.9981. It will be 2. Now for y2, what do? Substitute the x2 value. Only over here, instead of 4, just change it to -1 and solve. You will get the answer y2 to be 1.9634. Now substitute these in the slope equation and you will get the answer. Okay, now let me type it. 1.9634 y2 is first 9634 minus 1.9982 divided by x2 is negative 1 minus of minus 4. Close the bracket, and the answer over here would be 0.01116. So that's the answer. Okay, why is this? Did I write it all right? Let me just quickly check. Okay, the thing is about the, okay, this is absolutely right. Okay, I just got confused. Now over here, they have just taken 3 decimal points. That's the reason why we are thinking, oh, it's different. It's not different. When you simplify it 0.01, this becomes 2. That's it. Okay, the answer is same. It's just that they have taken only 3 decimal points, 998, 1.998 and 1.1963. See, this is only 3 decimal points. That's the difference. Okay. You can take more decimal points, but the more accurate way would be, instead of writing it like this, directly substitute this. Instead of the answer, directly substitution. We will see it in this problem. Okay, it's just that you need to know the formula. It is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Always average rate of change, it's same as slope, and we use this formula. Now here, let's look. All you need to do is, I will just clear it. So instead of solving, this is x1, y1, x1, sorry, x2, x1, x2. This is the given values. Instead of solving y1, y2 individually, just know the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now what you do, y2 means you need to substitute in this x2 value. So over here, I will use a bracket and type this minus 2 multiplied with e to the power, x value will be 3 minus 3, go down, plus 2, close the bracket. This is what? This is y2 minus, what is y1? Y1 would be substituting x1 value. So it's the same thing, minus 2 multiplied with shift e to the power, it will be 0 minus 3 divide down, plus 2, close the bracket. And now you need to divide by x2 minus x1, which is 3 minus 0, and this would be answer 0.633. Why? Because this is less than 5. So that is the answer. You can directly solve it without anything. And over here now again, you can just change the x values and try it by yourself. x1, y1, x2, x1, x2 are given. All you need to do is substitute this instead of the given equation as x. Over here it will be 8, then everything is same because the equation is same, and over here it is 4 divided by 8 minus 4, or you can directly write 4. The answer is negative 72.847. As you can see, that is your answer. So this is how we solve it. By base of E and finding the average rate. This is the average rate part. I hope this is clear. Now you can try this by yourself. Basic graph. 4 options will be given. That is one way. Or you can use the method what we had studied in the previous lessons. Basic way to solve the graph. Now here it's down like this. Why? Because you can see plus 2 means the asymptote is up. Now over here you can see minus, so it is going downwards, and you can see it's x plus 1. So x will be equal to minus 1. So that's why this part from here, it is jumped to left side, minus 1. Okay, so that is the thing. And what next? Over here you need to find the domain. Domain is always all real numbers, you can see, and range is all values less than 2. Y, g of x, or you can write y is less than 2. How do we find average rate? It's just that this is x1, this is x2, and all you need to do is substitute. Substitute what? This in this particular equation, and then find y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Sorry. Please do try it, solve it, and then check the answer. You will get these particular answers. Okay, this is how we easily solve it. Now, another a real world problem. I don't think so this is the last problem, but anyways, apply functions with base E And over here you have a compound interest problem. Lashandra deposited $1,500 in a savings account that pays 2.5 annual interest compounded continuously. After 4 years, what will be the balance of Lashandra's account? See, now this is very, very important. When it's compounded continuously, that means each and every second your interest is getting compounded. So the compound rate n is going towards infinity. Every now and then it's being compounded. So we saw at the beginning, doesn't matter how much you do it, the base will be 2.718 and so on. So this is what we will do now. We will be using the new formula that is over here, continuous compounding formula. A equals P, principal amount. E is exponential Euler's number. RT. R is rate, T is time. Over here, you know what is P. P is 1500. R is over here 7.5. T is 4. All you need to do is substitute. 1500 into e to the power 0.025 into 4. All in calculator, we will do it. 1500 multiplied with shift and E. Now, if you're getting confused with percentage 0 point, don't worry, write 2.5, shift and percentage, and multiply with the time. Sorry, I deleted the percent by mistake. Okay, multiplied with 4, the answer is 1657.76756, so it's 76. So this is your answer. The amount using continuous compounding formula would be 1657.76 after 4 years. So this is how we solve it. Now this is the answer. Same thing over here. How would you do? Same formula, no change in the formula. All you need to do is change these values. The initial amount over here, investment is 4,500. His investment, the rate is 12.5%. And now, how much years? After T years. Now, if it is T years, then just change this into the value T. So now it would be 4,500 e to the power 12% would mean it is 0.125 T. That's it. So this is over here. You're writing it in terms of equation. Now here they have asked after 5 years what is its worth. After 5 years, that means over here T value will be 5. And you can see the answer is 8407.11. And if it was 12 years, how much is it? Just change 5 to 12 and the answer is 20,167.6. The rate is very high investment rate. So what happens is if you put a small amount within a short time, 5 years, you're getting a lot of money. So this is how we solve this particular problem, and just with the simple formula substituting, and in the calculator you get the answer. Now then we will go to the example 4. Use graphing calculator to solve. Okay, now we don't have graphing calculator here. The graphing calculator is used, but I will tell you how easily you can solve this. You need to solve basically for x value, okay? Just take a calculator, substitute this equation using alpha and equal to 2e to the power alpha and x. Now you need to just press shift and solve. You will get the answer 0.91629. We can see that's the answer, x coordinate intersection. So to solve this equation, you can use graphing calculator and solve. You'll get all the details, or you can directly do this, the same answer. Okay. So graphing calculator gives you a lot of details with its features, but even your scientific calculator will give you will be able to solve it. Here you have one more problem. All you need to do is solve this. Minus 6 equals minus 1.5. E is shift and natural logarithmic function, and to the power alpha x minus 3. Press shift and solve. Don't press equal to, you will not get answer. You need to press shift and solve and then equal to. Okay, what is the error? Okay, I am not able to get this. Shift and solve. Let me just clear the calculator. Okay, because it's two negative numbers, I believe it's negative 6 equals negative 1.5 multiply it with e to the power alpha x minus 3, shift and solve, you'll get the answer. Okay, I got it. I don't know what was the error. Sorry, I did some error. Maybe I was typing it out wrongly or something. So if it doesn't work, just clear your calculator. Most of the time, it really solves your problem. If you're not getting answer, clear your calculator, check it, you will get the answer most of the times. So you can see over here, the answer is 4.386. And that's the end of this lesson. So that's the answer, and that is the end of the lesson. I hope you have understood it. This is the last lesson of this particular module. There are only 3 lessons in this module. If you have any doubts, please do post them in the comment section and I'll try to get back to them as soon as possible. Uh, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do consider subscribing to it. I'll be posting all the explanation videos from 9 to 12 advanced. That's it for now. Until the next video, have a good day and take care, and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.